everybody, welcome back to Beth Unboxes. I'm Beth and today we are going to check out the Macy's Beauty Box subscription together. If you are not familiar with the Macy's Beauty Box, it is a monthly $15 subscription that Macy's puts out. It's going to have usually 5 sample products. Sometimes you'll get a full-size product, but most often it's going to be sample sizes and deluxe sizes and travel sizes. There are some variables with this box. It had a tradition of always having 5 samples that would include some perfume samples, and always would have a coupon and always would have a free surprise item. There are some exceptions to this, which would be when there's a takeover box. Then there may not always be a coupon, and the surprise item is generally themed with the manufacturer that is doing the takeover box. The last box we had, I think somebody pointed out that maybe one of the things that I thought was one of the products was the surprise item, because it was a beauty product. I would think it was a mask, and I just assumed that was one of the products, but maybe it was the free surprise item. I don't know, but there's not always the things that are always in here, so we're gonna see. I do not know what's in this. When you get the emails for the confirmation on the Macy's box, it's got a very tiny little image and you cannot make it bigger, so I know there's stuff in there. I don't know what it is, but we're going to see. There is a perforation across the top that lets you get in the box really easily. There's something different with this box. Okay, if you guys have watched any Macy's unboxings from me before or anybody else, the products are always wrapped in pink tissue paper. Today, we have white tissue paper that has Macy's written on it. The pink tissue paper is always just plain tissue paper, but now we have Macy's tissue paper, so that's pretty cool. We did get a coupon. This is for $5 off a $20 product. There is a coupon code and QR code in the back. So $20 beauty department purchase from Macy's, and I can use $5 to get off of that. So I'm going to check and see what they have. And that is all the box, and the box just unfolds. Easy to throw away and make flat. So our products are all in here. So if there's a surprise item, again, there is not always a surprise item, but typically it's bagged separately from the tissue wrap, which was not the case last time if that mask was the free surprise item. So maybe we did get one and they're changing up how they package it, and it is going to be wrapped up in here. So let's check it out. Now, as we go through this box, I would love to get you guys' comments and feedback on the Macy's and the changes that they're doing with the beauty box, what you think about that, and let me know your favorite products that you've been getting. Let me know what you think about the products that we get in this one. Again, oops, I lost one. Let me know as we go through the product. I found the one I lost. Which one you like best, and if I can't identify what the surprise item is, tell me what you think it is. So everything is wrapped up really cute. It's wrapped up in a mask, and this fell out, so I think I see what probably is the item, but we got extra stuff. Okay, so there's actually 7 total items in here. I'm going to go with what I'm going to say is our free surprise item. And I'm going to open it up and see what we have here. I think this is going to be, yes. Okay, so this is a hair wrap. It's absorbent, so you could use this when you're working out or when you're putting on your makeup or just when you get out of the shower and you want to pull your wet hair away. It just Velcros together and you look adorable. So that is our free surprise item, and it is kind of a terry cloth. It's pretty cute. I will probably use that. Actually, this is something you could use for a heatless curl hack. My hair today is a result of a heatless curl from yesterday, actually, so this is leftover curl. But you could put this over your hair, wrap it, and then twist your hair around it if you kind of bunched it together, and just pull it through and wrap it. Kind of look like I have a concussion. But you could use that for your heatless curl option, because this will sponge up and you can attach it with the Velcro. So that may be how I use it, because I'm always looking for a better heatless curl option. So that's going to be our free surprise item. Okay, so I'm going to go with what is probably going to be my favorite item in here. We have a Tony Moly sheet mask, and this is a full face sheet mask, and this is a moisturizing I Am Aloe sheet mask. And I can tell you from my shopping for these are usually $5 to $7.50 a piece on Macy's or really anywhere you find it. Tony Moly is a Korean beauty brand. They're really good. I have a lot of their products and love them. So we have a K-Beauty Tony Moly face mask for our first product. And you guys, there are still 5 items in here. Our next one is actually Perricone MD. That's pretty neat. We have, this is a Perricone MD Retinol Recovery Overnight Moisturizer. So we have a little bit of it. This is going to be probably like a this is a 0.25 ounce, so 15 mil. We have a quarter. Is that what it is? Hang on. Put my glasses on. Oh, I read that wrong. It's 7.5 mil. So if this is a quarter ounce, it's 7.5 milliliters. But we have a Perricone MD sample for an overnight moisturizer. So there's a few good uses in there. That's pretty nice. Our next one is from Peter Thomas Roth. And this is a water drench broad spectrum SPF 45 hyaluronic cloud. So this is an SPF facial product. And this is a moisturizer. So we have an SPF moisturizer of 45. That's really good coming into the summer to have a moisturizer that gives you that SPF without having to have it in your makeup. I don't have foundation on today. I just have on a serum and some blush. So this would be an excellent thing for me to wear when I don't have on an SPF foundation. So really nice one there from Peter Thomas Roth. Our next one is from Clinique, and this is Moisture Surge 100 hour, I guess it's 100 hour, 100H auto replenishing hydrator. So we have a Clinique product. Let me open it up and see what it looks like. If it's a bottle or a squeezy tube, we shall find out. It's a squeezy tube. So we have a tiny little Clinique squeezy tube, and this is 5 milliliters. Now, I cannot always use Clinique products. Sometimes they irritate my skin. So we'll see if this is one I can use or not. A lot of people really like Clinique, so that's going to go really well for a lot of people. We have a First Aid Beauty, and this is a Pure Skin face cleanser. And this is another manufacturer that I have used quite a lot of, First Aid Beauty. Their cleansers are great. So this is a travel size of 1 ounce. So we have a 1 ounce cleanser. So this is a great one if you just want to try it out. It's not a very expensive brand, so the full size of this wouldn't break your bank if you did love this a lot and want to get another one. So that is a great one to have in there. Last but not least, we have Kate Somerville. That is stinking awesome. We have Exfoliate, and this is an intensive exfoliating treatment. And we have a quarter of an ounce of the Exfoliate. So with the Kate Somerville, let me see if I can get where you can see it. There we go. Kate Somerville Exfoliate. And again, we have a quarter of an ounce of that one. So for our $15, I think we did really, really well. We got some very great brands. We got our free little, what I'm going to use for probably a heatless curl band. But we got Clinique, we got Perricone MD, we got Peter Thomas Roth, we got Kate Somerville, we got Tony Moly, we got First Aid Beauty. There is not a loser in this batch, in my opinion. For $15, we got 7 actual products. That's like $2 and change a piece. So really decent box from Macy's this month. If you do sign up for Macy's this month, this is not the box you will get. Historically, what's been happening, and I think they still do, is if you sign up in May, you will get the July box. So you'll skip June and get July, and you won't know what comes until it gets there. So it's always a surprise. For $15 though, when it's not a great box, it's still a good box. And this one is a great one. So tell me, what are your favorites? What's your favorite win in this? Whose favorite is, and I got a squiggly attached to it from another box. Whose favorite is the free surprise item? I'm really curious to know. That's a fun little surprise item. There's not always the surprise item isn't always a great item, in my opinion. Sometimes they're just throwaway stuff, but I like that one. But great products in our box. Thank you so much for joining me today on Beth Unboxes. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.